Have you ever known that one student that was just a dick for the sake of being a dick? Of course you have. And if you haven't, then I guess I'm wrong. Regardless, these students often get punished. Sometimes these punishments can be taken too far though, and that's why we've compiled our list of the 10 worst school punishments ever. Desk writing. A student from Chicago was taken to the police for writing his name on a desk. This angered many people and the rules themselves were very controversial. Needless to say, the situation was not one that most people were fond of. Arrested for burping. A 13-year-old student from Albuquerque, New Mexico was handcuffed and taken to a juvenile detention facility for burping in class. According to CBS, he was scored as a -2 on the danger level on a 1 to 10 scale. The same student was questioned for carrying $200 on him earlier in the year, and when the teachers thought that he was selling pot, they asked him to strip down naked. He was not selling pot. Holding hands. 2 high school students from Arizona were caught fighting and were given 2 options: either accept a suspension or hold hands in the courtyard. They chose to hold hands, and as a result, they got harassed and gay slurs were thrown at them, among other not so nice things.
Gay!
Where's the Advil? A 13-year-old girl from Arizona was strip searched because a student provided a tip that she may be carrying prescription-level ibuprofens. They found nothing. Her mother took the school to court, and the case was settled in the Supreme Court. Helping out a friend. Erin Cox from Massachusetts was punished by her school for being a dedicated driver for her friend. Her high school had a zero-tolerance act on drugs and alcohol, even though alcohol is a drug itself, and when her friend called and asked for a ride home from the party she was at, Erin agreed and picked up the keys to help her friend out. The police arrived at the same time as her, who did dismiss her after acknowledging that she was sober. But the school gave her a very mean punishment, being stripped of her title as the volleyball team captain and receiving a 5-game suspension. The family filed a lawsuit, and it makes sense as it was quite frankly a very ridiculous circumstance. Loaded. A 7-year-old boy was suspended for 2 days because of the fact that he had unintentionally shaped his Pop-Tart into a gun-like shape. Josh Welch has ADHD and was attempting to shape his pastry into a mountain, but according to the teacher, it looked like a gun, and this was enough to earn him a 2-day suspension. The wrong shoe color. A kindergarten student in Mississippi was escorted by police out of his school because his shoes were not black. In the dress code, it was stated that students were required to wear black shoes, but the student was wearing a pair of red and white sneakers. I'm sorry, but this is just downright ridiculous. Free speech is a lie. The overdue books. Police officers were sent to talk to a 5-year-old girl because of several overdue library books in her possession. According to her mother, she was so afraid that she began to cry. Banned by hair. Jace Brown, who was only 3 years old, was sentenced to expulsion beginning on September 24th. If he did not have his dreadlocks cut, that is. The parents refused and hired a civil rights lawyer due to the school's insistency on their ridiculous policy. And to be honest, I don't blame them. Another hair ban. Patrick Gonzalez from Texas decided to get his favorite NBA player, Matt Bonner, shaved into the back of his head. And he did. His mother cleared it with the school before they followed through with it. Despite this though, he was still suspended and was told to shave his head. On the bright side of things, however, Bonner bought him tickets to a playoff game for his support. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed and consider subscribing to be notified of our future videos. I'll see you all in the next one.